This is Jennifer Morrell with Masonry Magazine's Video News, and I'm joined today by Kevin O'Shea with Hydra Mobile. Thanks for being with us.
Not a problem, thank you.
So Kevin, tell me, with safety and training being such a huge issue on the job site, what do mason contractors need to know about their level of responsibility?
Well, what they need to understand is that when they appoint a foreman, for instance, to be a competent person, that has a status. It has a legal status, it has a regulatory status. And with that goes the need to be qualified in order to be able to do that job. Now, competent person status has a number of responsibilities. Existing and predictable hazard identification, and secondly, the authority to stop the job and take corrective action. Everybody seems to have the authority piece right, but not that many people understand exactly what's required when it comes to the qualification aspect. Okay.
So what does Hydra Mobile do to, I guess, to further that training and to really be a leader in the industry when it comes to that area?
Well, first of all, we have to provide training to order someone, or to be able to have someone be that competent person through all levels. So the qualification is the real issue for masons at the moment. Who's qualified? How do I as a company manage my liability? I manage it through competent persons. They take some of my responsibility, some of my liability, and manage it on my job sites. So we have to make sure that those guys are empowered with the knowledge and the decision making to be a rounded competent person. And we believe we should take a leadership role in the industry. And that means that we work with the regulators, we work with OSHA, we work with the ANSI standards, CSA standards in Canada. We write many, many articles every year. Yeah. And all of that is designed to say, here are your responsibilities, but here is a way that you can be qualified and in some kind of recognized fashion. Right. You know, because that's the other thing. When OSHA comes to your job site, you have to prove you're qualified. You can't just say, I'm qualified, you know. Yeah. You have to actually prove it. Yeah. And the proof of that would be, obviously, manufacturers training, industry training, a record of experience. One of the very useful things that masons should be able to do is keep a record of all of the setups of any scaffolding that they're involved in, for instance, because they have a testimony to their experience when, God forbid, it comes to the point where they have to stand up in a court of law and explain what happened on a job site. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So that traceability is very important. You know, and record keeping is not normally a strength that masons would have on a job site. They don't think in that way. They think about productivity. And sometimes they think about logistics. But it's difficult to get that whole package together to include training and the management of the liability. So we're trying to help with that. We're trying to educate. We're trying to highlight the areas where they need to think about compliance with the law and the regulations. Hopefully we get through to I think probably a large number every year. It may be a smaller number than I probably think. I'm a bit optimistic about the number of people who think about these things, but we have to keep going. The consistency of the message is the very important part of that.
You guys are definitely a leader in this industry. I appreciate you being with us today, Kevin. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
This is Jennifer Morrell signing off with Masonry Magazine's Video News.